NBC's Thursday primetime lineup comes into focus with Vision Express. Fast, fashionable, focused.
KUAM TV8, first on Guam.
KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson and the Adai Itano program. Apply at matson.com and McDonald's of Guam. I'm loving it.
Whether you're a first-time voter or a regular at the polls, early voting starts today. I'm Nevaeh Anderson with everything you need to know to make sure your voice is heard come August 1st. Piles of green waste here at the EPOP Point in Tumaning for the second time this year as families clean up after another major typhoon. I'm Matsuki Hirayama with how residents are recovering now 3 days after Bobby.
As restoration efforts continue, the Guam Police Department is reminding motorists to exercise caution while out on Guam's roads. I'm Don Sulat with traffic safety tips coming up.
This storm recovery update is brought to you by Burger King, Donna Munya Kanata Roy Adonai Treasurer, IP&E, Shell, IT&E, Antonoria Munya Barnes for Guam, Antoinette Tony Sanford Treasurer.
Hafide and good evening, everybody. This is KUAM News Primetime. I'm Jason Salas, and these are tonight's top stories. Thanks so much for tuning in. Well, early voting is now underway at the Westin Resort over in Tumon with new technology designed to make the process faster, more accessible, and more convenient. Nevaeh Anderson headed to the heart of island hospitality and files this report.
As many families continue recovering from Typhoon Bobby, the Guam Election Commission is hoping voters will also make time for another important responsibility, casting their ballot. The GEC is encouraging residents to take advantage of early voting opportunities as they open the polls at the Westin Resort Guam Thursday morning. And Executive Director Maria Pangilinan says this election, the Commission is also offering a variety of tools to make voting more efficient while expanding accessibility. For example, voters with mobility challenges can remain in their vehicles while GEC staff bring the voting process directly to them.
Down at the lobby level, as you enter the parking structure of the Westin, we have our GEC staffers. They're ready to take care of those that have problems with mobility. So they drive up, our staffers will show them into a parking slot. They'll take their IDs, they'll go into the office here, and they'll service them right at their cars.
The GEC is also encouraging voters to use its Universal Express Vote machines, which guide users through the ballot on a touchscreen device before printing a paper ballot for submission. And for those who prefer the traditional method, paper ballots are available. Director Pangilinan adds that for the first time, voters will check in using electronic poll books, allowing them to sign in digitally instead of on paper. The Commission is also offering same-day voter registration for eligible first-time voters until July 17th, while homebound voting remains available for those who are unable to travel to the poll site.
If you're homebound, and please call our office at 671-477-9791. We have staff at the office that will take your call, get the information we need to validate that you're a voter. We will come out to the house to help you vote. Not help you vote, mind you, to assist you with voting secretly as much as possible.
Thursday's turnout included not only voters, but candidates and their teams who cast their ballots early as well.
The process was smooth, fast. They had chairs to sit down. I think we were number 7 or 8 out of the line. Guam Election Commission is doing a great job. Kudos to the staff. We're going through this after the storm, and they're here working and working hard.
I just want to give kudos to the Guam Election Commission because, again, this is the first election where I've seen this type of technology. And I'm encouraging everyone out there in the public, take advantage of your opportunity to vote early so you don't have that long lines at election day. And then with that, you vote and your voice will be heard.
Once again, early voting continues through July 25th at the Westin Resort Guam in Tumon. Polls are open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and voter registration is available through July 17th. The Guam Election Commission reminds voters to bring a valid photo ID or other eligible proof of identity and citizenship when they arrive to cast their ballot. For more election and voting information, you can contact the Guam Election Commission at 671-477-9791. Again, that's 671-477-9791. Nevaeh Anderson, KUAM News.
All right, Nevaeh, thanks so much for that story. And our next story is going to take us about a mile and a half down the road, as the residential Typhoon debris site is now open at Ipoh Point in Tamuning, allowing families to begin cleaning up their homes 3 days after the passage of Super Typhoon Bobby. We now hear from residents about how they're faring after the second major typhoon in just 3 months' time. And we also check in with how officials are managing debris disposal this time around. Matsuki Hirayama has full details.
3 days after Bobby swept through the island, the cleanup is shifting into high gear. Behind me, you see a steady stream of residents arriving with truckloads of branches and other green waste after the storm. It's a familiar scene, now the second time this year that families are left picking up the pieces after another major super typhoon. The Typhoon debris disposal site at Ipoh Point in Tamuning opening back up early Thursday morning, just 3 months after Sinlaku. Residents like Jaden Padillo from Agafagumas, Jigo, now able to begin cleaning up their homes.
We were doing pretty good. Lost power on Sunday, and then we got it back this early this morning. Other than that, it's been pretty smooth. The house had a lot of trees before from the typhoon Marwar, so that took a lot of it, a lot of the debris away. So that's why it's just one truckload for now. But other than that, it's been good.
It was all hands on deck with the Guam Environmental Protection Agency, Department of Public Works, the Guam Police Department, and even a handful of summer youth interns in anticipation of long lines, but it was a relatively quick process for residents this time around. Guam EPA Acting Deputy Administrator Glenn Nicholas.
Residents started this morning at 8 o'clock. We opened our doors. There was an influx of vehicles that came in, mostly green waste, followed by some metal waste and some wood debris that came in. It's kind of like sporadic right now, so we suspect that people are just cleaning up and eventually going to start making their way down this way.
During Sinlaku, the line stretched all the way down to Hilton in Tumon, but residents are now only able to dispose of green waste and construction debris. No more white goods, electronics, or other hazardous materials. The strict ban is meant to protect public health and maximize FEMA reimbursement or federal disaster recovery funding.
The Sinlaku, debris collection really helped. We're hoping that, the white goods and the appliances, there's very little to no generation of it, but if you need to get rid of any white goods and scrap metals that is not accepted here at the transition site, if you're paying customers of the Guam Solid Waste Authority up to 5 bulky items twice a year, they'll be able to take for free.
St. Nicholas expects traffic to pick up later this week as recovery efforts continue and as many need to dispose of downed trees across the island, to include himself.
We had like 3 large calamansi trees, large branches from the mango tree coming down, and even the ironwood. So in terms of the debris, I think that this time around that it's more green waste for my family, but for others it may be a little bit different.
Meantime, the debris site will be open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. daily, including weekends, until July 25th. The community is advised to contact the Guam Solid Waste Authority to properly dispose of prohibited items. Matsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
Let's take a look at the little world of local policymaking now, as lawmakers will soon debate the substitute budget bill, which ties future funding closely to agency performance. KUAM's Donna Chang has our next report.
In Part 1 of the debate on the substitute budget bill, also known as Bill number 266-38, lawmakers consider funding proposals for government agencies and determine how appropriations are allocated. Senator Chris Duenas, chair of the Committee on Finance and Government Operations, leads the majority budget hearings where agencies present their budget requests and justify the need for additional funding.
So what we did with this budget is we made sure that was balanced first, took care of necessities of our education, our public safety, and our healthcare, but also was responsible and conservative so that we don't end up getting into a deficit at some point. We're also having lapses close to $20 million that our agencies are unable to spend.
Dueñas said the issue is not a lack of authorized funding, but some agencies' inability to spend the money appropriated by the legislature. He said an important aspect of the bill is performance-based budgeting, in which appropriations are determined based on an agency's performance during the previous fiscal year to assess whether additional funding is justified.
Performance-based budgeting really mandates that an agency go in and do something different than just asking for a traditional increase in their budget every year. It actually has them go in and do key performance indicators and really align their operations to the budget that they're getting. And we saw tremendous opportunities there with rev and tax, in particular, Parks and Rec, and so Public Works. So what we were able to do is increase those areas where they proved they needed more money. It's a really good measure that showed that on performance-based, we can identify the real needs of the government and appropriate the money there.
Performance-based budgeting is not a new concept. It was first mandated in 1974 through Public Law 12-115 and again in 2007 through Public Law 29-019. However, it was never fully implemented. This budget requires the government to move toward full implementation in fiscal year 2028, meaning agencies will have to demonstrate what they accomplished with the money they received. Stay tuned at KUAM for part 2 of the debate. Donna Chang, KUAM News.
Thanks so much, Donna. Great job on that story. Well, please stay tuned, everybody. Primetime will continue right after these messages.
NBC's Thursday primetime lineup comes into focus with Vision Express. Fast, fashionable, focused.
KUAM TV8, first on Guam.
Ready to make the splash this summer? Kmart is. Dive into the fun. Get in the game. Make some waves. Summer Splash at Kmart.
Now it pays to spread the Better Together experience. With our brand new referral program, you can earn up to $150 in account credits for every referral you bring in. That's right, family, neighbors, friends, even your coworkers. Just pass them your account name and account number. When they sign up for Docomo Pacific service and drop your info, cha-ching! Credit applied. So spread the word and start stacking those savings. Additional conditions may apply. Docomo Pacific, we're better together.
Anything's possible.
College is possible. Retirement is possible. Adventure is possible. And so is saving for it all. With our Bank Ohana Savings Special, earn an interest rate of 3.25% for the first 90 days when you deposit $25,000 from another bank into a Bank Ohana Bonus Rate Savings Plus account. Requires a Bank Ohana checking account with an opening deposit of $500. So make your savings goals possible.
Anything's possible.
Reach your possible with Bank of Hawaii.
Primetime rolls on, and as the island restoration continues, many of you may notice an uptick in traffic delays due to traffic lights being down or inoperable following the passage of Super Typhoon Bobby. Don Sulat has some motorist safety tips for you.
Down traffic and streetlights and displaced or broken traffic signage are common occurrences following the passage of a major typhoon. Many motorists have seen Guam Police Department officers or military personnel out on Guam's major highways and intersections assisting with the flow of traffic during the daytime. To ensure Guam's motorists and pedestrians are safe, GPD is issuing the following road safety tips. If a police officer or traffic control person is present, obey their hand signals. When traffic lights are completely out and no personnel is present, treat the intersection as a four-way or all-way stop. This means every driver must come to a complete stop before entering the intersection. Right-of-way rules. The first vehicle to come to a complete stop has the right-of-way to proceed first. Simultaneous arrival. If two vehicles stop at the same time, the driver on the left must yield to the driver on the right. Turning vehicles. If two vehicles stop at the same time facing each other, the vehicle turning left must yield to the vehicle going straight. GPD adds to not assume other drivers know the rules or will stop for you. Use your turn signals early so other motorists know your planned path. Look closely for pedestrians and bicyclists who are much harder to see during power outages. Many motorists may have also noticed an uptick in traffic recently. This could also be due to Guam Power Authority or Department of Public Works crews assisting with recovery efforts. This is also a reminder from us at KUAM to be safe on the road, especially at night when it is hard to see as power restoration efforts continue. For Guam's News Network, I'm Don Sulat.
In community headlines, U.S. Marines from Camp Blas spent time giving back to our island's senior community. Now, the service members visited the Estumbo Senior Center, Don Don Donkey, and the Mateti Senior Center, where they help with daily activities, assisting residents and sharing conversations with our island's beloved elderly. Officials say the visit was more than volunteer work. It was about building connections and honoring the generations who helped to shape Guam. Guam native Sergeant Erwin Mariano Jr. says the partnership between Camp Blas and the island is built on mutual respect and a shared commitment to serving others. The community relations event is part of ongoing efforts by Camp Blas Marines to strengthen ties with the people of the community through service and engagement. Well done, Marines. Well, the National Park Service in other news is giving the public more time to weigh in on a study that explores whether sites across Guam should be designated as a National Heritage Area. The deadline to submit your comments has been extended until the end of August. And from what we know right now, the feasibility study authorized by Congress in 2023 will evaluate our island's cultural, historic, natural, educational, and recreational resources, determining whether the island meets the criteria for a National Heritage Area. The study highlights the living traditions of the Chamorro people, as well as Guam's Spanish colonial history, World War II significance, and post-war development. The National Park Service says community input helps to identify the island's most important places and stories, with the study expected to continue through early 2028, with recommendations ultimately submitted to Congress, which itself has the authority to designate National Heritage Areas. Also tonight, even as recovery efforts continue following Bavi's passage, officials are warning the public that ocean conditions remain extremely dangerous. Residents are urged to stay out of the water and avoid jetties, piers, and other waterside infrastructure as hazardous surf and powerful rip currents continue to threaten Guam's coastlines. A high rip current risk remains in effect through Friday, with life-threatening rip currents expected along all directions and the facing reefs therein. Officials warn that even experienced swimmers can be swept away into deeper water, with a high surf advisory remaining in effect, with breaking waves reaching up to 11 feet along south and west-facing reefs. Likewise, a small craft advisory also continues as seas up to 10 feet creates hazardous conditions for boaters. Officials are urging everyone to stay out of the water until conditions improve and all advisories have been lifted. From entertainment tonight, the Television Academy will honor the year's best shows and performances coming up in September at the Emmys. And the nominations were announced. Here's the highlights of some of the key nominees.
And so it begins. The HBO Max hospital drama The Pit scored big at this morning's Emmy nominations with 25, including Best Drama and Best Actor for Noah Wyle, awards that were among the 5 it won last year.
Good morning, Carol.
Apple TV's Pluribus is among the Pit's rivals for Best Drama, with Ray Seahorn in the chase for Best Actress.
The world outside is no longer survivable.
Paradise is another Best Drama contender, with Sterling K. Brown up for Best Actor.
The Pentagon is drawing up battle plans for a war with Great Britain.
The Best Drama field also includes The Diplomat, as well as 4 other series: The Gilded Age, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, Slow Horses, and Your Friends and Neighbors.
I have been told that I cannot so much as perform one single joke.
But Jean Smart could make it 5 wins for Best Actress in a Comedy for Hacks. Her show earned 24 nominations overall, including Best Comedy. Its competition includes another past winner, The Bear.
And it started with calls.
The horror comedy Widow's Bay is one of 2 newcomers up for Best Comedy, along with Margot's Got Money Troubles. Abbott Elementary is also looking to break through with a Best Comedy win, along with Nobody Wants This, Only Murders in the Building, and Shrinking.
Incredibly proud.
Stephen Colbert could add to his Emmy collection. The Late Show's final season is up for Best Variety Series against The Daily Show, Jimmy Kimmel Live, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, and Saturday Night Live. The awards will be handed out Monday, September 14th on NBC, with Mariska Hargitay serving as host. Mark Barger, NBC Entertainment.
Now for a look at your world at home.
Viva Santa Barbara! And tonight we take you up to the big northern village at the parish.
Tourism is Guam's #1 industry. It creates jobs and brings in spending. When a visitor comes to Guam, they spend their money on hotels, on transportation, on shopping, on dining out. They're happy they came to Guam. You know who else is happy? The hotel they stayed in, and the bellhop at the hotel, the tour bus drivers and tour guides, the stores they shopped at, and the banks they used, the restaurant and the waitstaff, the supplier who delivered the ingredients, and the farmer who supplied the produce. From real estate to retail, tourism has a positive impact on every industry. When tourists pay taxes, it means locals pay less. Let's make sure our local economy grows so it becomes stronger and more sustainable. Make Guam a better place to live, work, and visit. Support tourism.
After a crazy busy day, think the Ultimate Hut Bundle. Pizza, the easy indulgence, no drama wings, and sticks to lift your spirit. Dinner solved, all for only $36.99 from Pizza Hut.
In honor of America's 250th anniversary, Jeep and Captain America are saluting real captains of America.
Clear, Cap.
Heroes like Captain Nuger, Captain Enda.
Team, I got eyes on Cap.
Captain Murray.
Copy that.
Captain McCall. And all those who served our country.
Need a lift, Captain? Brought my own, Captain.
As America's veteran SUV, Jeep is built for freedom and driven by heroes.
Tonight's sports feature is brought to you by Cars Plus.
All right. Okay, are you guys excited for the trip, Deuce?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are playing at least 4 games, right?
Mhm.
Okay, what position are you gonna be playing?
Second and pitcher, sure.
Oh, okay. So when it comes to you and Leah, how do you guys do you guys trade notes on how you guys pitch, or do you guys help each other out?
Yeah, we help each other out and do our best.
So coaches, thank you for making this possible to take this team out to the under-8 tournament, right?
Yes, out in Scottsdale, Arizona, July 13th to the 18th. We're excited. The kids are excited. Some of them never traveled to the mainland, let alone represent our island playing the sport they love, baseball. And yeah, we're we're excited. That's the Pacific Southwest region. I got teams from California, from the north, central to the south. You got the host team, Arizona, Hawaii. Hawaii sending 2 teams out there. We also have Nevada, Utah.
Where being coachable definitely comes in, and the knowledge that these kids have for the game. It's like I said, it was easy for us to pick up, easy for them to pick up, and easy for us to transition them into, the players that they are right now.
All right.
But that's the good part, though, is that really these kids can play anywhere. So it's pretty amazing.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
If you guys had your choice, who would you guys say? This is who we're going with first. Dill's gonna pitch first? Okay. How do you bring that all together?
Oh yeah, so mainly because to represent our island, but what really makes it harder is because throughout the season, we all coaches each individual teams, and then we came together to put this team together. And I'm just be here and glad to be working with Coach Eric and Coach Roki, and with our just incredible talents of the young ones. And we just want to be out there and represent what Guam has and show. And mainly they don't really know where's Guam, but they will soon.
Half a day!
Okay. The kids a chance to actually watch Major League Baseball too. They're going to see it at the highest level.
That's right. That's we talked about this when we found out that Arizona was going to host. We went on MLB.com. We were looking for the Diamondback schedule, just because it's bigger than baseball. What we're trying to do for these kids. Like, yes, we're going to go out there and compete. Hopefully win some games, but regardless of the outcome, we wanted us to expose them to, just international play. I mean, yes, it's in the States, but just something beyond what we have and what they see here in Guam. And if we can take them to that Major League Baseball game, that would just even be more core memory for them to remember and talk about for the rest of their life.
And it's going to be a Diamondbacks, a home game. Who are they playing?
They're going to be playing the St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh, okay, so we got Diamondbacks and the Redbirds.
That's right. Yeah.
A good matchup.
Yes. I believe the tournament director, too, is inviting all the players and coaches to this game, so hopefully they fit the bill.
And that's what it's about, because when everybody gets together at this age and with this level of experience, it's about friendship.
Definitely.
This is also a history-making team because somebody you're very, very close to, she is a trailblazer for Guam.
Yeah, she's my daughter, man. She's been playing, I've been coaching her since T-ball, man, since she was 4. She's been playing the game for quite a while, and I don't know, her skill, her knowledge, that's, those are things that you can definitely coach, but those are things that some kids just naturally have, right? So I feel like she's got it. I mean, I know the rest of my coaches agree with me on that too as well. But yeah, she's special, man, and it's special for her, to make the team this year, and then I'm looking forward to seeing her grow in this sport and see where she's going to shine most at.
Okay, what do you guys work on in practice? Do you guys do more hitting, more fielding?
More hitting.
More hitting?
So it's tradition in Babe Ruth and Cal Ripken that pre-game we give a bag from our respective country with the goodies and stuff that have inside. We exchange it with the team that we're challenging, and that's something to look forward to for them getting something back in return.
We love our islands, and we're coming together, different team coming together, and this is what we do, and we just want to represent Guam.
All right, batter up, man. Let's go get him.
Let's go.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa. Count on me, count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
At GTA, everyone gets our best deals.
So my Niao's Primos Paris is your mom's second cousin's cousin through marriage.
Wow, we're basically like family.
So can I get the deal?
Of course, everyone gets our best deals.
My nonna said to tell you she went to church with your auntie.
You look just like my friend's nephew's babysitter.
Small island, right? Everyone gets $400 off when you sign up for a Live Unlimited plan.
Bring it in, cuz.
Even if we're not related.
Collect one of 9 legendary cups with the FIFA World Cup meal.
News Bites is brought to you by Docomo Pacific Better Together, Fresco Clothing, original custom design apparel of Guam and the Marianas.
Okay, everybody, News Bites for you real fast. UOG Golf Challenge coming up. We are going for distance on this one, all right? Tritons, young and old, and the community in general, please make sure to save the end of August. Work on your game until that time because we are going to be descending upon the Country Club of the Pacific in God's country and have a long ball challenge. We will see you there. The immunization clinic, I've been telling you about this for a few weeks now, all right? Before school starts, got to get ready. However, the back to school immunization clinic has been postponed, so it is being rescheduled. We will let you know right here on News Bites when it will happen again. Bloomin' Hope is still on for October the 10th, everybody. This is our friends at Victims Advocates reaching out, their annual gala. So we want to come together as a community and as an island family to support what they do to provide resources and help for victims. Please make sure to support. And the WNBA is back in full force. Fever and Aces, Indiana, heading to Sin City as Caitlin Clark and her mates are going to take on Asia Wilson and the Aces. Here's your birthday shoutouts.
Michael J. Pakaigui, happy birthday to you, and may your day be full of cake, giggles, endless fun. We wish you a year of big adventures and never stop being wonderfully you. Your family and friends say, we love you. Happy birthday to Michael on the 9th of June live. Want to wish your special someone a happy birthday? Just click the QR code here on your screen or email birthdayclub@kuam.com.
Also, my friends, a special shout out just because to KUAM kid Brianna. Thanks so much for watching and for being part of our show. And that is going to do it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Please be excellent to each other. Share half a day, and we will see you tomorrow night.
Local Music Mashup is brought to you by Burger King. You rule.
Have a day, guys.